In the unforgiving world of the NFL, dreams are forged in the fires of adversity. For every celebrated first-round pick, there are countless others fighting for a sliver of a chance, clinging to hope when the league tells them they don't belong. This is the story of one such player, a man whose journey wasn't a straight line to stardom, but a winding, painful road paved with rejection. This is the story of Raheem Mostert, the undrafted underdog, who refused to be forgotten. Our story begins not on the grand stage of the NFL draft, but in its silent aftermath. In 2015, after a solid career at Purdue where his blazing speed was undeniable, Raheem Mostert waited for a phone call that never came. 3 days, 256 picks, and not one team was willing to spend a draft selection on the running back from New Smyrna Beach, Florida. For many, this is where the dream dies. For Mostert, it was just the beginning of his trial by fire. He signed as an undrafted free agent with the Philadelphia Eagles, a glimmer of hope. It was a brutal welcome to the league. But another team saw potential. The Miami Dolphins claimed him off waivers. Hope was rekindled, only to be extinguished again. Just a few weeks later, he was cut. The pattern was set, a cruel cycle of hope and heartbreak. Next, the Baltimore Ravens. He made the active roster a significant step. But after a few weeks, he was cut again. Then came the Cleveland Browns. He finally got to play in a few regular season games, but his role was minimal. By the start of the next season, 2016, the cycle continued. The Browns cut him. He had a brief 2-day stint with the New York Jets, followed by another cut. Then a month with the Chicago Bears, and you guessed it, another cut. 7 teams in less than 2 years: Philadelphia, Miami, Baltimore, Cleveland, New York, Chicago. His NFL career was a series of packed bags, new playbooks, and crushing goodbyes. He was a football nomad, a journeyman before his journey had even truly begun. Most players would have given up. It's a constant rejection. The feeling of being unwanted is enough to break even the strongest spirits. It's a message from the league, loud and clear: you're not good enough. But Raheem Mostert heard a different message. He heard a challenge. In late November 2016, his 7th team, the San Francisco 49ers, signed him to their practice squad. It felt like just another stop on his transient tour of the NFL. There was no fanfare, no grand announcement. He was just another body, another long shot. The 49ers, under coach Kyle Shanahan, had a specific vision for their offense, a zone-running scheme that prized one thing above all else: speed. He spent the rest of 2016 and most of 2017 as a special teams ace. He wasn't the star running back, but he was on the field. He was contributing. He was a professional football player. He used his world-class speed to become one of the best gunners in the league, flying down the field on punts and kickoffs. He was making a name for himself, not with the ball in his hands, but through sheer effort and hustle. He was proving his value, one special team snap at a time. It was finally sticking. But injuries are the great equalizer in the NFL. A broken arm in 2017, another one in 2018. Each time he started to carve out a bigger role on offense, a setback would send him back to the sideline. The frustration was immense. He had fought so hard just to stay in the league, and now his own body seemed to be betraying him. It was yet another test of his resilience. Then came the 2019 season. It was the year everything changed. The 49ers were a powerhouse, and their backfield was a three-headed monster. But Mostert, now fully healthy, forced his way into the rotation. His speed was simply too explosive to keep on the bench. He wasn't just a special teamer anymore. He was a legitimate weapon on offense. He led the team in rushing yards that season, showcasing the game-breaking ability that had been hidden for so long. The climax of his incredible journey arrived in the NFC Championship Game against the Green Bay Packers. On the biggest stage of his career, with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line, Raheem Mostert delivered one of the greatest playoff performances in NFL history. He ran with a fury, a man possessed, channeling years of doubt and rejection into every single carry. 10 yards for a first down, 36-yard touchdown, untouched. Another 9-yard score, an 18-yard touchdown. He was unstoppable. He sliced through the Packers' defense like they were standing still. When the final whistle blew, Raheem Mostert had rushed for 220 yards and 4 touchdowns. It was a 49ers franchise record, a performance for the ages. The undrafted running back, the guy who was cut by 6 different teams, was carrying his team to the Super Bowl. From the broadcast booth, commentators were in disbelief. On the sidelines, his teammates watched in awe. Across the country, fans who knew his story couldn't help but be inspired. It was a moment of pure vindication. Every cut, every injury, every moment of doubt had led him to this. He had proven everyone wrong. He wasn't just good enough, he was a star. Though the 49ers would fall short in the Super Bowl, Mostert had cemented his place. He was no longer a journeyman. He was a premier running back, signed a new contract, securing the financial future for his family that he had fought so hard for. His journey wasn't over. He would later follow his offensive coordinator, Mike McDaniel, to the Miami Dolphins, the very team that had cut him years before. It was a full circle moment. And in Miami, his career reached new heights. In 2023, he broke the Dolphins' single-season record for total touchdowns, testament to his enduring talent and work ethic. He led the entire NFL in rushing touchdowns that year and earned his first Pro Bowl selection at the age of 31, an age when many running backs are declining. The story of Raheem Mostert is more than just a football story. It's a lesson in perseverance, a masterclass in self-belief. It's about what happens when talent meets an unbreakable will. He faced a league that told him time and time again that he didn't belong. He endured the physical pain of injuries and the emotional toll of constant rejection. But he never, ever gave up on himself. He is a living embodiment of the idea that your path doesn't define your destination. He is proof that being undrafted doesn't mean you're untalented. It just means your journey will be harder, your fight will be longer, and your eventual victory will be that much sweeter. From 7 teams in 2 years to the Pro Bowl, Raheem Mostert didn't just make it in the NFL, he conquered it. Thanks for watching. If you were inspired by Raheem's story, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more incredible sports journeys. We'll see you in the next one.